Hello everyone, this is Waldorf,
And this is Statler.
and we've got Battle Report 316.
316.
This will be the Orcs and Goblins versus the Undying Dynasties. Think that works?
We're going to find out.
Okay. I think the noise of you grabbing the mic and squeezing it does a lot more than your cough.
You think so? I think coughing right into my mic would have been bad for people's ears.
Yeah, probably. We'll see. This is actually my round one opponent, and this is my game 4.
Okay.
It's just weird how that works out, but anyway. Moving on, there's my list. Remember it, it's the greatest list in the world. Left-hand side, you can see Break the Spirit, Awaken the Beast, Totemic Summons, followed by Chilling Howl wasn't going to help me. I made -1 to wound on something that already needs 5s to wound me already. It's not worthwhile for his little bow shots. So I went Savage Fury.
Okay.
Yeah, and he's got armor on most of his stuff that I care about, so the Swarm of Insects not going to hurt much. And of course,
they grow back anyway.
And they're going to grow back anyway. But, you know, the thing about overloading it, if you can, you know, what he can grow back.
Yeah.
So he has a Death Cult Hierarch, who's a Wizard Master of Evocation. He's got the Sacred Hourglass and a Soul Conduit. Another Death Cult Hierarch with a Wizard. He's a Wizard Adept with the Divination in the Book of Arcane Mastery. He is the Hierophant. Tomb Architect, Light Armor, Talisman of the Void, and a Nomarch.
So you pronounce Hierarch, and then you pronounce Hierophant as Hierophant. I'm just trying to understand what
Hierophant? I said Hierophant?
Yeah.
Where is Hierophant? Oh, Hierophant. Yeah. Well, that's my pronunciation. Went to public school. What are you talking about? Anyway, he's got a Nomarch who's his general, a shield, a Willow's Ward, heavy armor with Alchemist Alloy, and he's got the Death Mask of Tiput. Tepet? Tuput? Who knows? Who cares? A unit of 52 skeletons with spears with full command and the Rending Banner.
Whoa,
it's a big giant unit. I thought my units were decent size, but 2 units of 12 skeleton archers with musicians.
Okay.
2 units of 5 scouts with scouts.
Scouts.
8 Shabtis with paired weapons and a champion and a musician. 5 Cataphracts, champion musician. The Colossus.
Only one?
Only one. And 2 Tomb Reapers.
You're allowed to have 2 of those, aren't you?
Yes. And based on what I saw, I think you should. These things are fantastic. They've got these things have 7 attacks, big strength. I think they're strength 6 with paired weapons.
Yeah.
7 attacks, big strength, D3 grind, and D6 stomp. Come on. You've got 7 attacks, and you need to have a D3 grind. I think this thing is a gargantuan spider.
Doesn't it have an impact also?
I don't know. Who knows? Probably. Why not? So he's got Spectral Blades, Whispers of the Veil, Touch of the Reaper, and Ancestral Aid. He doesn't believe in reprinting cards.
And no ink in his printer.
Apparently, he does not believe in reprinting cards. And those are my spells off to the right, not his.
I'm going to start using that technique. See, it's only casts on a 5.
Yeah.
I wrote it here myself.
I wrote it here. We're going to be playing Frontline Clash and Spoils of War. I chose sides, so you'll see the picture flip in a minute. I wanted this side rather than that one.
Because?
I didn't like the building right there breaking up the center of my
battle line. Okay.
Battle line. So went with that. You can see my Boar Riders over here on the left. Idea there, they can just kind of move forward, grab up that token. Yeah, dance around out there. Anyway, so there you have it. Vanguard. That was my Vanguard. Wolf Riders came forward, took a spot behind the hill. Spider Riders came forward to try to harass his scouts. He actually, again, playing the opponent, wasn't worried, but he just dropped everything to go first.
Yeah.
And that's just not this opponent's style. Surprised me. So turn 1, you can see he comes forward just a bit over there on the Reapers come over and block off my spiders from charging his scouts. His big block of 50 guys come forward. Colossus right there beside him. Scouts, Shabti, actually put their toe on the hill so they can see over the hill. And everything else comes forward a bit. So my turn 1, I come forward as well. The spiders on the far left are within 8 of the his scouts, but out of arc of the 2 big giant reapers or whatever those things are called, tomb reapers.
Yeah.
They stayed out of arc of them.
They're bigger than this giant.
Yeah, they're pretty big.
Yeah.
I've put a wound on his guy. I think it was a bolt thrower. Put a wound on his Colossus.
Okay.
He's got the regen going on the Shabti. And that's about it. Comes forward. It looks like he shot off one of my Nashers on the far right on the first turn, probably. Because this is, yeah, back to me. Sorry, that was my first turn. So, turn 2. Turn 2. I guess I'd move those other guys up to chaff. I didn't take a picture of that. Huh. The Wolf Riders had come forward to chaff the Shabti. I guess, or no, maybe that was where they came from. Anyway, they came forward to where you see them there. The Cataphracts on the right-hand side were also in my flank, so if they wanted to charge me, they would have come over and hit me in the other flank, which I would have been very pleased with. So he declared charges with the big unit of spears, skeletons, and the bone and the Colossus into this unit of orcs on my left.
Okay.
The Colossus failed, so the spears came in alone. As you can see him right there. He's got 52 to my 36, though. That's a.
Yeah. I think he's got 8 if you take out the fillers.
I've got a couple fillers to myself. I'm not going to say much. The Winged Reapers, or whatever they are, I'm going to call them about 10 different things during this game.
I have no idea what they're called now.
They hop over to the left because my Boar Boys couldn't quite reach the token. So they hop over to the left to try to just harass me. As archers, you can see the scouts turn to face a little bit to get me in his front arc. Shooting is incredible this turn. His 20 archers managed to kill 8 of my Nashers.
Okay.
Which is good.
Hitting on 5s, yeah.
Hitting on 5s, wounding on 4s. What really scared me, actually, sorry, I'm wrong because he hasn't finished shooting at this point. What really scared me is, I think the first unit did all this.
Oh.
The second unit that shot me, and then the 5 other scouts shoot me, and they only did 1 more. So the initial shot was extremely excessive, but after that it came back down. So I do have 1 left, and that's all I need.
Okay.
And that's all I want. Well, I would like to have them all, but anyway. Lone survivor. So that's what it looks like after the combats. He's got the Shabti, of course, crushed the Wolf Riders and turned to face into my unit, keeping the Iron Orcs in their front.
Okay.
The his spearman actually did decent number of damage. I think he killed 5 or 6 of me. I killed a bunch of him. He's got his weapon skill thing going for him because of that death mask and the no mark thing.
Right.
So that's helping him out a bit.
He's like a 6.
What's that?
He's like weapon skill 6 with those guys.
Yeah, I think offensive 6 and defensive 4, maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. Actually, it doesn't raise his defense. It makes me -2 to my offense or something weird like that. So anyway, so that's what it looks like going into my turn. Based on that, I'm going to call the war cry. And here I go. So the Iron Orcs are going to go straight back into the Colossus.
Oh, okay.
It's not that far from me. Nashers on the left are coming into the side of the spears. The big unit of orcs on the big unit of orcs on the right are coming up straight into the Shabti. They've got my general in there and my mage on the corner. But it's what it is. I wanted to double charge with the 2 units on the right into the Shabti.
Yeah.
You can see they've both been marked. But after playing with it, they cannot both get in.
Oh, really?
No, they can't go because
Because the one guy's in the way of the other one.
if the unit of regular orcs, common orcs, if they wheel as much as they can and go in, they don't expose the corner for the head bashers on the right.
Mm-hmm.
If they go up and wheel and go in, then it, stops
You
them
can't
from
get
getting
past them.
correct.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then I say, okay, well, maybe I'll just leave the common orcs out. Well, the Ed Bashers, by the time they go up, wheel and come in, they have trouble wheeling back, even where they are right now. So anyway, it was a problem. So the only thing that go in is the big unit of green
I
ones.
have a problem wheeling back.
Yeah, there was something about when they couldn't wheel because they're so deep.
They couldn't close the door?
They could close the door, but not with only like 2 or 3 ranks, files.
Oh, I see. That's how you hit them. Okay.
Yeah, it's based on
Yeah.
I could have hit them, but not good.
But to clear them, I see what you're saying.
Correct.
Okay.
Anyway, so that's how that ends up, and then they still end up in front of the green unit, which couldn't charge the regular orcs, which couldn't have charged anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I elected to go for where you see there. So the orcs went in, the general's in that unit, so he can do some damage. The iron orcs smashed into the colossus,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
and off the spider riders charge into his scouts on the left. Other spider riders here on the left come up just where they are. Over on the right, I don't know if I have a picture, but the boar boys failed their march test and just backed up.
Okay.
So it just makes his charge a little harder. Not that it's going to be a hard charge with his guys up on the top right, top left. So there you go. These things are tough. The Colossus thing's tough 6.
Yes.
But, he's tough 6. He's got a 5-up regen. His armor's not going to matter because I'm going to go great weapon. And just try to chop him up with 4, 4, and 4.
Yeah, you're only getting so many guys on him, but yeah.
It's only 12 strength 7 attacks.
Mm-hmm.
Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s. So we've got that going for us. And then the Nasher came up on the far right. I get off Bring the Pain on the unit of Shabti.
Okay.
And I get off +1 strength on the orcs, the
Okay.
common orcs fighting them. So I'm now strength 5, re-rolling to hits against the Shabti.
He's armor 4?
None, basically. I think he's 4 up base, maybe 5.
Yeah. I think he starts at 4.
Does he? Okay.
I think. I'm not sure.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
So, but I'm AP 3,
right.
so there's nothing in the generals in there as well. So I'm looking happily at that. Especially with these 2 spells off, I don't think he's got a chance. And that's it. So we go with this attack. I did go great weapons.
Sorry. The guys that failed their charge, they're not. Oh, you move them how you want. Never mind.
What the failed charge guys? Before I declared the charge and I said, hold on, let's check this out. And was doing, or actually, we'd gotten to the point, and I was like, okay, let me move these in. And he's like, yeah, they both can make it. And I was like, let me check. And if I would have just taken what he said, they would have both been in this combat.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, they can't make it. So anyway, he said, okay, well, you would have checked before, so just don't declare it.
Okay.
So
That's because it looked like they were facing the wrong way. Okay.
So anyway, the combat over here starts. He peels off 6 of my iron orcs, puts a wound on my BSB, who's also in that unit. And unfortunately,
you've already fought the spearman.
Yes. Well, yeah, the Colossus. So with all those attacks from the iron orcs, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, I did a wound.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Not happy at all with that. And because he did so much to me, of course, he takes no crumble. I actually had to make a steadfast check. 2 banners, charge, 2 ranks, and a wound.
Your BSB's in the fight?
Yeah. Yes, unfortunately.
Okay.
I'd rather he not be because he doesn't have a great weapon.
So that reduced your attacks by 1. I guess it's still the same because the champion.
Yeah, it was still 12.
Okay.
I thought I was going to do 6 wounds to him, and then he would make 5, 6 wounds, and then he makes 1 or 2 saves, and anyway, didn't work. So over here, and he already had 1 wound on him, so I thought that just kills him outright. Over here on the Spider Riders up on the top left killed off the scouts, lost 2 in the process. The Nashers charged into the flank of this unit of spears and killed 1. 4s to hit, 2s to wound, and I managed to kill one, so I'm happy about that.
Mm-hmm.
The orcs have the Whispers of the Veil on them, so they are -1 leadership and -1 toughness.
Mm-hmm.
They do a few wounds here. I think this was my to hit rolls with the Iron Orcs, by the way. Only 4 of them hit.
Mm.
Anyway, I was whatever. Again, I've got stuff going all over, and I can't wound a thing. So actually, I was wrong. His regen is on the Shabti. It is not on the other guy. The Colossus didn't have any save at all.
Oh, okay.
Versus a strength 7. I still did 1 wound to him. We go into this one. Yeah, I can't do anything. The general put 5 wounds on the unit if I remember correctly,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of the unit with +1 strength re-rolling hits does pretty much close to nothing. I mean, they killed the Shabti in half. Not maybe they killed 2.
He's got 2 missing, but
he had 8 total to start with.
Oh no, he had already gone down to 6. So
Anyway.
yeah.
Okay. Anyway, so whatever.
3 and wide.
I just completely whiffed this attack.
Okay.
Terrible. There we have it. So there's always next turn because he really has no reinforcements to speak of to bring to any of these fights. And his guys over there are chaffed. The cataphracts are chaffed. So go into turn 3. He hasn't done it yet, but the cataphracts are going to charge. The Reapers, these 2 big guys, charge my Boar Riders. The Boar Riders elect to flee. I lose 2 in the woods. They're fleeing. If he charges me, he gets me. If this way, he could fail, and I might get away next rally and get away next turn.
Mm-hmm.
If they get to me, I'm just dead. So, with rolling on a 6 for a fear test.
Yeah.
So we go to this. This is the remainder of his turn. You can see the cataphracts over there have turned to hit hit the remaining Nasher. There you go. Da-da-da. They do. They kill it. They reform.
Mm-hmm.
The he kills 2, 4, 6, 7 of me.
He's got agility on you now, right? He's 3.
Yeah, I'm great weapon, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But he kills 7 of me before I go, so that brings my attacks down.
Mm-hmm.
My champ's still there, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
So that brings my attacks down to 9 this turn only, of the strength 7.
He's boosted himself somehow.
Yeah, I don't know what he's done, but it shouldn't do anything to my attacks to him. Anyway, I have 9 strength 7 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, and do nothing. So, yeah. Over here, yeah, there, and then of course his stomp goes off and kills a couple more. Over here, up on the hill, we chop him up, got him down to 1 guy, which is good.
Yeah.
Most of the work done by the general, but it's good. I'm good with that. He has stars align on him, by the way.
That's with Crumble, or
that's after Crumble and everything else. He's down to 1 guy. Back to my turn, bottom of turn 3, I think. The Ed Bashers charge and go smash into the
why are you missing so many guys?
cataphracts because he just murdered me.
Oh, it was after the fight.
After the fight, I've killed two of his models, and he's killed, I don't know, 6, 12, probably 13.
Those guys have like 5 attacks each, don't they?
They do, but considering what 4s to hit, 4s to hit, 3s to wound on a lot of it. Probably all of it. Anyway, so he deals we actually don't make our steadfast test. He chases me, runs me down, and ends up into the flank of this unit.
Where's your general?
Right there in that unit.
Oh, in the far flank.
Right there. It's straight in front of the Shabti.
Oh, okay.
The remaining Shabti. He's up there fighting the Shabti.
Oh, so you failed on your general's leadership.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, but your BSB is on the flank, so okay.
but BSB was on the flank.
Okay.
If you notice, the BSB failed his
Yeah.
his break test. Well, he auto broke, I believe.
Okay.
Did he?
Or just kill you?
I don't recall.
You died somehow.
I died. It
Okay.
was terrible. And this fight over here continues. Nashers, a unit of Nashers in Skeleton's flank should just be shredding them.
I mean, it's got his high weapon skill.
I mean, that's even just makes it 4s to hit.
Yeah.
Should still be killing 7 a round or so, right?
Yeah. Well, you're definitely killing them. There were 50 of them.
Yeah. Anyway. So turn 4 comes around. Of course, the general's unit gets smashed. The general survives and flees. The Iron Orcs are gone. He looks at me and says, "Do you want to continue?" I said, "There's no reason to."
Okay.
Because it's his turn coming up. My general's sitting there fleeing. Actually, it's my turn. The general, even if the general rallies, the cataphracts are on him again, and the Colossus. And yeah, so I don't know why that says 1. It's 20-0. Yeah. I don't know what. I mean, and this is I was just taking a picture. I rolled dice. That's what was wrong. The only thing I thought could have, and I didn't even take a picture. I was just so disgusted with this game. The only thing I thought could have done different is the Iron Orcs could have come up and gone into the side.
That's what I thought you'd do.
Of
try to overwhelm
the
that
spears
unit.
and just try to blow it out in one turn.
Yeah.
Which, even if I don't,
you just turn to face the guy.
Looking back, even if I don't blow it out, I let the guy hit me in the flank. Who cares? Because the number of wounds I do to the skeletons are going to crumble him off.
Well, you were going to win the fight. You could reform and still have your front facing.
So yeah, exactly. But anyway,
that's what I thought you'd do based on the pictures.
Yeah, but anyway, I thought the other 2 would be enough. Anyway, again, I don't the way the dice fell. I don't know if it would have made a difference. Could have. Maybe I could have gone double chop and just butchered them.
Yeah.
And broke them up to where they disappeared. I don't know that they were going to disappear, but anyway.
Well, you did knock a good number of them down that turn, but just not enough.
Yeah, it's just 20-0 to a game that if you looked at it at the bottom of turn 2 after I'd done my charges, I looked at that game and my opponent as well was looking at this game and said, "This is about over, isn't it?" But it turns out we were both correct.
That's why you always roll the dice.
Not the way we thought.
That's why you shouldn't have gave up at the end. Who knows? Your general may have gone Rambo.
He could have. That is entirely
You just
possible.
never know.
Yeah, I was done.
Nice, especially when you're already at 20. What do you got to lose?
And if you see the next game, well,
I will.
This let me pack up and get away from this for a while.
Oh, okay.
It's what this allowed.
Okay.
If you see the next game, you'll see one other thing this is encouraged.
Okay.
There will be a new set of dice.
Oh.
It's dumb. Like I said, everyone has bad dice.
Yeah.
It just happens. It's one of those things. But yeah, the Iron Orcs putting, what did I say it was the first round? 12 and then 9 the second turn. 21 attacks into that Colossus, and I think maybe 2 wounds total. Is just, to me, a little rough.
Yeah.
Had things gone the way I thought, and they smash him, then that unit's free to turn one side or the other. Help the guys with the Shabdi, help the other guys, or even threaten his bunker. Anyway, whatever. I don't know what to tell you. It didn't work.
Yeah.
Nothing worked. So, yeah, it's just bad. Anyway. All right. Well, that's it. Thanks for listening.
Till next time.